जया गुरु ओम कर जया शिवा ओम कर 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 जया गुरु ओम कर जया शिवा ओम
Sitaram Om Shakti. This is a recorded edition of Shakti Sundays for Sunday, July 19, 2026. As we begin today, I want to say Sitaram Om Shakti, Vanakam, and blessings of the Divine Devi to you and your family. This is the one and the only Shakti Sundays with Justin D. Anthony. I want to say it's a pleasure and honor to have you locked on as we play all these divine songs and bring you teachings of the divine on this very auspicious Sunday morning. This is a recorded edition of Shakti Sundays, as I'm unable to come on live, but indeed to simply provide you with a discourse with the upcoming significant time dedicated to Lord Shiva. So accordingly, my friends, share this video with your friends, family, as we speak today on Shakti Sundays about Shravan, the month in dedication of Lord Shiva.
शिवाजी की आरती उतारो शिवलिंगम
शिवाजी की आरती उतारो शिवलिंगम
उतारो शिवलिंगम उतारो शिवलिंगम
उतारो शिवलिंगम उतारो शिवलिंगम
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय
हर 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 महादेवा
हर 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 महादेवा
जया 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 जय शिव शंकर
जय 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 शिव शंकर
शिवजी की आरती उतारो शिवलिंगम शिवजी की आरती उतारो शिवलिंगम बम 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 बोलेना
बम 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 भोलेनाथ
नाथ हमें कर लाश बुलाओ
नाथ हमें कर लाश
सरस्वती जिया है दर्श दिखाओ,
सरस्वती जिया है दर्श दिखाओ।
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर 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 महादेवा,
हर 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 महादेवा।
हर महादेवा, ओ हर महादेवा,
हर महादेवा, हर महादेवा।
हर 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 महादेवा।
हर 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 महादेवा।
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर 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 महादेवा, हर 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 महादेवा। जय 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 शिव शंकर, जय 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 शिव शंकर।
जय 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 शिव शंकर। जय 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 शिव शंकर।
हर 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 महादेवा,
हर 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 महादेवा।
नाथ हमें कर लाश बुलाओ,
नाथ हमें कैलाश बुलाओ।
सरस्वती जिया है दर्श दिखाओ,
सरस्वती जिया है दर्श दिखाओ।
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय।
Once again, if you just locked on, this is a recorded edition of Shakti Sundays with Justin D. Anthony. But nonetheless, wherever you're tuning in from, wherever you're watching this video from, I want to say Sitaram Om Shakti. Blessings of the Divine Devi and blessings of the Divine Father, Lord Shiva, to you and your family. Let me take this opportunity, broadly speaking, to say pranam and blessings to all those watching in Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Suriname. I want to say pranam and good morning to all those watching in the United States of America, Canada, South Africa, and elsewhere. Wherever you're tuning in from, wherever you're viewing this video from, may Lord Shiva bless you and your family immensely. As we begin our discourse for today, our discourse is geared to Lord Shiva because his month, the holy month of Shravan, begins later this month. In fact, it begins on the 28th of July. What is this whole month, this holy month of Lord Shiva? What is it all about? What is it? What is the significance? Well, Lord Shiva. Well, as I have discussed in many programs before, as I have discussed many times before, Lord Shiva is in that meditative state. He is in a state where, generally speaking, you can't access. However, during these periods of time, such as the month of Shravan, during the Shivratri and etc., it opens up a door where Lord Shiva becomes accessible, where he can be reached, where he will come and he will listen to your prayers. This is why the month of Shravan is so significant for the devotee to pray So indeed, take every Monday in the period of Shravan to pray for Lord Shiva, to seek his blessings, because it is in this month he opens up his ears, he opens up himself to listen to your pleads, to listen to your issue.
चन्द्रशेखराय नमः ॐ गङ्गाधराय नमः चन्द्रशेखराय नमः गङ्गाधराय नमः चन्द्रशेखराय नमः गङ्गाधराय
Once again, if you just locked on, I want to say Sitaram Om Shakti and blessings of the Divine Father, Lord Shiva, to you and your family. As we continue onwards with our discourse for today, speaking about Shravan, this holy month in glorification and in dedication of Lord Shiva, the Guru of all Gurus, the Supreme Lord. As we continue onwards with our discourse for today, there are so many methods of fasting during this period. There are so many ways of worshiping. But what is a very simple, accessible, yet effective method to worship in this holy month for Lord Shiva? Here is a simple method, and when performed with sincerity, when performed with belief in mind, it is sure to bear fruit. Your prayers, when performed, are sure to bear fruit. Here is the remedy. Here is the method. Every Monday morning, you will wake up. You will bathe and etc. You will go before the lingam or the murti of Lord Shiva. And you will bathe the murti or the lingam of Lord Shiva with water. You'll bathe it with water, the murti or the lingam with water. You will offer various things like incense and arti and everything. And you will pray sincerely. The reason why I'm telling you to use water, you can use many other things as well, but the reason why I'm telling you to use water simply is because this is one of the most accessible methods. And when you bathe a murti, this is for you to have the understanding. You can perform worship to any deity by just simply bathing the murti with water and wiping it off. This is one of the most effective remedies. This is the remedy that is prescribed by so many spiritual individuals. This is a remedy, this is a method without any consequences. You know, when you perform certain methods, you perform certain remedies, you perform certain types of worship, there are sets of rules, and if you forget one part, if you don't do another part, there are certain consequences. Well, by simply bathing the murti of Lord Shiva with water, there is no consequence, there is nothing there. It is an effective, it is a simple method. So every Monday morning, you take the murti or you take the lingam of Lord Shiva, whatever you have, whatever is accessible, and you will bathe that murti of Lord Shiva or that lingam of Lord Shiva with water. And as you're bathing, you'll speak to Lord Shiva, you will speak to him as though he is your father. You will plead with him. You will speak to him. You will tell him everything that is wrong in your life. You will tell him how much you love him and etc. And at the end, you will do your little arti of him. At the end, you will bow in reverence and take your blessings. So every single Monday morning, this is a very simple remedy. You do your fasting on the Monday, and you bathe your murti or your lingam with water alone. Many people will say, oh, you have to bathe with milk and all those things. And that is acceptable as well. You can bathe it with abhishekam, you can do all those other remedies. But here, I am telling you the most simple, accessible method of worship. You keep things simple, where you're able to do it, so that you can focus on that devotional part. You can focus on concentrating with your mind. You can focus on making your mind in a spiritual state. Keeping it so simple that you just need water and a clean cloth of some sort. That's it. So my friends, if you wish, I would suggest to you take your murti of Lord Shiva every single Monday during this holy month in reverence of Lord Shiva. You bathe it with water, you wipe it down, you pray, you do your arti, and you take your blessings. Lord Shiva will listen, and Lord Shiva will act accordingly.
निश दिन तेरा ध्यान करे हम सिमरे मंत्र तिहारा हे शिव शंकर मंत्र जगाओ होवे कच उजियारा नमामि शंकर नमामि शंकर नमामि शंकर नमामि शंकर कृपा करो त्रिपुरारी जय भोला बंदारी शिवहर जय भोला बंदारी जय भोला बंदारी शिवहर जय भोला बंदारी जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर सब जग के हितकारी जय भोला बंदारी शिवहर जय भोला बंदारी शंखनाद से शब्द जगाकर स्वर संगीत बहाया युग युग से ये सृष्टि नाचे ऐसा डमरू बजाया तेरी याद बुला के जग में तेरी याद बुला के जग में दुख पावे संसारी जय भोला बंदारी शिवहर जय भोला बंदारी जय भोला बंदारी शिवहर जय भोला बंदारी जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर सब जग के हितकारी जय भोला बंदारी शिवहर जय भोला बंदारी
So now we turn to what are the spiritual benefits of fasting in this holy month dedicated to Lord Shiva. Well, first of all, when a devotee does the fasting every Monday for Lord Shiva, it blesses the devotee with strength. Strength in the form of the ability to encounter, the ability to deal with issues in their life while still remaining determined. It gives them the strength to battle with life itself and the issues and problems that come about with life. So it blesses the devotee with willpower. It blesses the devotee with protection. That is, protection from negative entities. Because as you know, Lord Shiva carries the power to control the various entities from the Bhut and Preet and etc. It also protects the devotees from other types of harm, such as different bodily injuries and etc. But, my friends, who stands to benefit the most, and who in particular should pray during this holy month in reverence of Lord Shiva? Well, my friends, anyone can pray during this time, and anyone can receive the immense benefits of fasting for Lord Shiva during this time, during this holy month for Shiva. But of special note, my friends, unmarried females are to pray during the month of Shravan, because it is believed if an unmarried female prays during the month of Shravan, does her fasting on the Monday, she will be blessed with a virtuous partner. She will be blessed with a good partner. But what does that mean? You know, everyone aspires, everyone wants their daughter to have a good husband. You know, they always say, the old people always say, I want you married and find somebody good and settle down. But what does that even mean? What does that define it? And tell me what that means. Well, my friends, the husband that Lord Shiva will find you will be a virtuous individual, because this is specific to finding a spouse who is virtuous. That means that someone who has good qualities, who will speak to you with restraint, who will speak to you in a gentle way, in a respectful way. Lord Shiva will bless the unmarried female with a spouse who works to provide. Because so many times in this world today, we see that someone is married to a spouse and they don't want to work. They don't want to provide. They are a man, but they do not act like a man. They act less than a man. They don't want to work and provide for the woman or for their family. They just want to sit at home and have the lady work. Well, Lord Shiva blesses the unmarried female with a man who will work to provide for the needs and indeed the needs of the family that is to come, the children that will come about, the household needs and everything of that nature. Lord Shiva will bless the unmarried female with a spouse with that work ethic. Not someone who, as we say, not a sways, not a man who is donkey dan, but indeed a man who is willing and able to work to provide. The man who understands it is his obligation, it is his duty to work and provide, not just sit around at home and send a woman to work. Lord Shiva will bless the unmarried female with a spouse who will be committed to them, who will be loyal to them, because this is what helps to define what a good spouse is. Someone who is loyal to you, someone who is committed to you. Because so many times in this world today, my friends, and it is a reality for so many people today, they marry some man, and the man is with them, with Sunita, Geeta, and Rita. He is all over the place with this person, with that person, and the man is not committed. Every single woman the man sees, he wants to be with. So Lord Shiva blesses the female, the unmarried female, with a man who will be committed and loyal to them and them alone. No side chicks, no extramarital affairs. So, my friends, with all these points in mind, Lord Shiva, if the female prays sincerely to Lord Shiva during this month, the female will be blessed with not only a virtuous partner, but the ideal partner, the partner of their dreams, the partner they can be proud to be with, and the partner who will never, ever take them for granted. So this is the blessing of Lord Shiva. And this is why it is so important, and it is incumbent for the unmarried females to fast, to pray, and dedicate themselves to Lord Shiva. In this month of Shravan, they have to have Lord Shiva in their mind. They have to let Shiva occupy their mind. When they fast on the Mondays for Lord Shiva, when they take the water and they're bathing the Murti of Lord Shiva, or they're bathing the Lingam of Lord Shiva, they have to plead, they have to pray, and they have to say it like they mean it. Because it is, Lord Shiva is that divine father, it is their father in a sense. They have to speak to that father as though that is their one and only father. This is how the devotee, the female devotee, has to approach Lord Shiva during this month. And they need to pray. They need to do this. Because their happiness rests upon it. You know, everybody says in this world today, everyone says, oh, I don't need to be married, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need to have children, I don't need to do that. But I want to tell you something, and I want to be very blunt in my words, and indeed this is controversial, what I'll say. Every woman, when you look at it, every woman who doesn't bring about a child in this world, every woman who is unmarried and reaches the age of 40, 50, 60, and whatever age, all of them, they regret when they look back at their life. They live a life of regret because they look back at their life and they say, if I had done things differently, if I had a child, if I had a partner and everything, life would have been so fulfilling. Life would have been different. I was wrong. So many women in this world, when they become 40, 50, 60 and everything, look back at their life, they have regret. And they have a regret that they'll never be able to change. Because the time has gone. The clock has run on them. They can't have children anymore, they can't have a partner or whatever it is. So, contrary to what people say in modern times, and they can say whatever they like, every female should try to get married, have children, because it equals a fulfilled life. It equals a complete life. And no one wants, nobody, no parent, no mother and father wants their daughter to live in regret and be unable to change the circumstances. It is incumbent that the female marries at a young age, has children and does all those things. Because as they age, the more less likely it becomes. And the more likely the more likely they're gonna fall and become one of those women in regret, who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, without a child, without a husband, and living a life of regret. It's controversial for me to say all of this. It is controversial for me to say all of this, but it is a reality of this world today. So many countries in this world today, there are high levels of depressed women. But when you look back, when you look into the reasons why, you find that all those women are single. You find all those women, or many of them, don't have children. and they're in that state of regret. Their depression is linked to those choices. So I want to tell you, my friends, for every mother and for every father out there that has a daughter, encourage your daughter to pray for Lord Shiva during this holy month in reverence of Lord Shiva, because their future depends upon it. This is how serious you have to take it. And for them to have the ideal spouse, for them to have a virtuous spouse, for them to have a spouse who will stand for them and provide for them and always stand by their side, they need to pray and receive the blessings of Lord Shiva. Shiva has the power to find the right spouse for them, the ideal spouse for them. Shiva, in a sense, is the greatest of matchmakers. So my dear friends, in this month of Shravan, pray to Lord Shiva, especially if you're an unmarried female. For those who are married, what are the benefits though? What do you do? During this month in reverence of Lord Shiva, you pray to Lord Shiva on that Monday. You pray during this month so that your marriage can continue to be filled with bliss, filled with joy. That togetherness will always continue in your marriage. So it is not just a time and a period for unmarried females to pray, but it is also a time, my friends, for those who are married to pray to Lord Shiva, or indeed pray to the Divine Devi, so that their marriage continues to prevail, continues to succeed, despite the opposition that exists, despite all the hurdles that exist, and despite people that exist that want to break that marriage apart. The Mondays we pray to Lord Shiva, but for you to have the understanding, on the Tuesday we pray to the Divine Mother in this month of Shravan. And the married people, they are the ones who are praying on the Tuesday. The Tuesday is set aside for you to pray so that your marriage can continue to be in a state of bliss. There continues to be prosperity and everything in your marriage. So for you to have the understanding, my friends, Monday the unmarried girls will pray. Tuesday, those who are married, they will pray to the Divine Mother for the blessing of continued togetherness. So my friends, of course, this has been a short discourse, and of course I've not been able this past couple of weeks to provide you with a live program. But I thought that before I be absent again, before I am absent again, let me just come out with a recorded program that you can rewatch, you can listen to, about this upcoming period of time in dedication of Lord Shiva. Because it's so important. It's one of those periods of time, once it goes and comes, it's gone. These moments of worship, these particular periods of time of worship, are significant for the devotee to pray and have the ability to transform their life. These moments of time carry that potential to transform your life. And my friends, if you're given that opportunity to take a stab at something, to take a chance at something, and it can remarkably change your life, it can be a miraculous change in your life, why wouldn't you take it? This is how we sort of have to view this holy month of Shravan. Lord Shiva is opening it up his ears. He is opening him up himself. He is outside of that meditative state where he cannot be accessed, where we always know that Nandi, we have to speak to Nandi before we get to Shiva. Lord Shiva is out of that state during this time. And if he listens to your prayer, maybe he'll act. So my friends, I want to reinforce to you, I want to suggest to you to pray in this holy month of Shravan for Lord Shiva. Use the simple remedy of bathing the murti or the lingam with water alone and wiping it off. If you pray to Lord Shiva, you stand a chance to change your life for the better. You stand a chance, if you're an unmarried female, to secure a spouse, the spouse of your dreams. A spouse for your lifetime. So my dear friends, in this month of Shravan, I want to say as I conclude this program for today, may Lord Shiva bless each and every one of you. May all your worship, your devotion bear good results. May Lord Shiva touch your lives in an incredible way. This will be my final bhajan for today, my friends. Sitaram Om Shakti. Until we meet again, my friends, may the Divine Father, Lord Shiva, bless each and every one of you to the highest. This is Justin D. Anthony. Until we meet again, my friends, I'm taking my leave with this final song.
The divine of Lordship brings joy to the devotee. The impossible is made possible by His grace. The physically disabled regains good health. Glory to the Lord of Kashi, the Master of the universe, as we immerse ourselves in the mystical sounds of His divine Damru.
बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू शिव बम 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 भोला बजावे दमरू मेरे बम 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 भोला बजावे दमरू शिव बम 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 भोला बजावे दमरू मेरे बम 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 भोला बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू शिव बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू बजावे दमरू शिव बम 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 भोला बजावे दमरू मेरे बम 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 भोला बजावे दमरू
This is the end of today's program, but before I leave, I want to take this opportunity just to say the Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir, located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York, cordially invites you and your family to join them for their 16th annual puja. It will be from Friday, August 21st to Sunday, August 23rd. It'll be 3 days of glorification of the Divine Mother, 3 days of spiritual upliftment, and 3 days of receiving the darshan of the greatest mother. It will be an experience, a puja you wouldn't want to miss. So once again, the Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir, located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York, cordially invites you and your family to join them for their 16th annual puja. A note on fasting. It is required that you do a 3-day fast before attending this puja. For more information on this puja, you can kindly contact Pujari Kavirdas Jitu at 917-929-7150. That's Pujari Kavirdas Jitu at 917-929-7150 for more information. I wish to also inform you that Shakti Sundays, that's me, will be there as well, and I hope to meet you during this puja. I hope to pray alongside of you during this puja as we seek the blessings of the Divine Devi. So once again, the Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir extends an invite to all devotees to join them for their 16th annual puja from Friday, August 21st to Sunday, August 23rd. 3 days of worship. It'll be an experience you will remember for a lifetime. So my friends, with all these remarks in mind, I'm taking my leave. Until we meet again, my friends, have a blessed and safe week ahead. Once again, my friends, this has been a recorded edition of Shakti Sundays with Justin D. Anthony. Until we meet again, my friends, may Lord Shiva bless each and every one of you in an incredible and in a special way.